Response from Steve, saying he was very interested, and a meeting was arranged to which I was invited as a sufferer and my wife as my carer. The meeting took place at Westminster, and we sat on the terrace overlooking the Thames, a very pleasant sunny day like this, and we had a good long discussion. And Steve seems to have taken note, because within a few weeks of the meeting I had a letter from him stating that he had joined the all-party group interested in Parkinson's matters.
What a nice introduction. Not sure I deserve it, but it's very kind of you, Michael. We did have a lovely, lovely time on the terrace, and as constituents, you are all welcome to organise a tour, go and look around the mother of all parliaments. It takes 90 minutes, it's fantastic, and if you are feeling incredibly energetic, you can go up Big Ben for the neurological conditions. And I asked that health questions. I'm very fortunate to get called, and as I made clear at the time, I think it's particularly important, especially because conditions such as Parkinson's are not familiar to some would argue many general practitioners, and that's not a slight on them. But you know, commissioning arrangements for these conditions are incredibly tricky, and they're incredibly complex. They need specialist knowledge, and in my view, they need to be getting expert support and advice as they are commissioning these services. Generally speaking, I think that the Royal Hampshire is not coming up too short when it comes to parks. I know you will always have challenges. There will always be things you think it could do better. You've got, as I said, you've got a chief executive in Chris Gordon whose specialty is parks, and who genuinely cares about this issue and about you, all of you. And we're very fortunate that we've got neurologists who have parks as their specialty, and we're just so you know, we're well placed as a hospital, and we must be careful to protect that as any changes happen there. I think that's why it's so important that other MPs know about this issue. Absolutely. Because you know, in my area, long before I was elected, I made it my business to know whether we had a specialist park service here. When I first learned about the issue, when I met Baron Scale. And she said, I said, what question do I need to ask? And she said, you need to ask whether there's special parks nets. Ideally 13, 14 pathfinders will assume more and more responsibility from the PCTs over the next year, but the legislation's not gone through Parliament yet.